You can see that it has been suggested how you need to start. We often say question, yes, I can read the question, but how should I start? What should I write in the first line? This is a common hesitation. We often don't understand how should I start my writing. So it has been suggested over here how to write your task. In paragraph 1, you paraphrase the question. Now, what is paraphrase? Paraphrase is a simple task of writing the question again in your own words. So you put the question statement, means you put the statement that is made in the question into your own words. Now in writing task 1, you would find a simple one-line heading would be there in the question, and that you have to put in your own words. Now often while doing that, you also run into the problem how to start it. It is in the form of a question. So you start by saying the graph illustrates, or the chart illustrates, or the diagram illustrates. Everybody clear? Now we also need to mention the value into it. Suppose it says that such and such is the graph for the year 2022. So you mention that value, that the graph illustrates this figure for the year 2022. Suppose it gives you a range from 2010 to 2020. So you mention that range, that the graph illustrates a diagram on such and such topic for the year 2010 to 2020. Clear, everybody? So we quickly move into how to start paragraph 2. It gives you an overview, means whatever you can see from the clear structure of the paragraph, you have to give an overview of it, nothing more, nothing less. So you write an overview into it, and you put the idea into discussion, where you put the general trend. Suppose you see the graph going up. Just a minute. So the idea comes that you have to put an overview into it. Now overview is whatever you see into the whole trend of the graph. Suppose the graph or the picture or the line graph or the chart, you can see that it is increasing gradually, it is going up. So you write over there the general trend is upwards. Suppose the graph or the line chart or the pie chart shows there's a downward trend, values are going down, so you mention it's a downward trend. Then what you have to put in paragraph 2, this is very vital, that you put the most striking feature. Be very careful that you have to put the overview, most general trend, and most striking feature. Everyone, you can make a short note into your copy if you want to. Kunal and Suhas, because this is your first class, you can put this as a note in your copy. So while discussing or while writing your response, you have enough idea what to put, where to put, right? So you have to put an overview, what is the whole graph about, and you have to put the most general trend, whether the graph is going down or it is going up. General trend you discuss, and you discuss the most striking feature. There would be some striking feature in every graph that is noticeworthy. That is what IELTS wants you to see and describe. Now in paragraph 3, you look into a more detailed description of the major features. Suppose there are 5, 8 or 3 or 4 features mentioned. You mention the major features into it. Don't go into all the features, go into the description of the major features. Suppose you are given 8 different features, you mention the 3 or the 4 or the 5 major features. The rest of the 3 would follow as your detail or other data that you can put in 4th or 5th paragraph. Don't put all the data into the 3rd paragraph, put only the major features. So be very careful, major features come over here. Then on 4th paragraph, if there's a contradictory detail, means something is going up, something is going down, there are both features, so you put the opposite feature in the 4th paragraph. If you have already discussed the other features, striking features, you put the opposite feature in the 4th paragraph. And still if you are left with more data at hand, with all, there are suppose number of points you need to discuss, then you put all those extra data into your 5th paragraph.